I'm Joe Catrini with the Bradford County Conservation District, and today we're here on the farm of Aaron Signore along Browns Creek, which is a major tributary to Sugar Creek. Sugar Creek is one of the larger watersheds in Bradford County that drains to the Susquehanna River.
I'm Aaron Signore, owner of Signore Farms. We raise Scottish Highlanders for beef. We've been in the business for 10 years. We have 87 acres here. Approximately 60 acres are tillable. Some of that's split up with pastures that we graze. The issue I was experiencing was bank erosion and stream migration. And I was trying to save valuable tillable land that was being encroached upon by the stream. So in 2015, I contacted the Conservation District to learn about preserving the stream and the stream beds. And we started bouncing ideas off each other and seeing what would be best for long-term goals in preserving the stream banks. In past years with flooding, where we're standing was not actually the creek bed. We have moved 20 feet this way in a short amount of time, and my goal was to preserve what we had from destroying more land that would make it unusable.
So the work on Browns Creek really started back in 2006. We worked with the Sugar Creek Watershed Association to do a complete inventory of all the erosion sites in the Sugar Creek watershed. So Browns Creek was one of those streams that we did an assessment on, so we had historic data on some of the erosion sites and the concerns that we have with stream bank erosion and property loss. From there, we worked with the Sugar Creek Watershed Association again and received some grant funding to do additional work in Browns Creek watershed. We had some additional funding to do a small project here on this farm. However, the farm was in a previous owner's hand and they didn't want to continue with the project. So a few years went by and Aaron purchased the farm, and he showed an interest and an enthusiasm about preserving his land and making some environmental and habitat improvements within the stream corridor. When we approach a landowner, we're always looking at the environmental improvements, but we really want to tie in a particular management style of that landowner as well and make sure that those environmental improvements are met, but it has to meet the management style of that operation for it to be a successful project. So with that limited funding that we had through the Growing Greener grant, we came up with a plan and to do a complete restoration of the whole farm in this stream corridor here. We reached out to the Upper Susquehanna Coalition for additional funding. So through a NIFWIF grant that USC had, we were able to do work all the way through this corridor and install a really substantial riparian buffer and do a lot of grazing fencing that we wouldn't have been able to do with just that original Growing Greener grant.
Yeah, so my experience working with the Bradford County Conservation District was good, that it brought a lot of different outside ideas. Working with the ag team, we were able to bring together all of our ideas to make an efficient operation that will last for many years.
Yeah, it was really a kind of a coordinated effort. We were really happy to work with an engaged, enthusiastic landowner who had a lot of ideas of his own that he brought to the table. So we never really want to go to a farm and kind of tell them what they have to do. So we worked with his management style, and he had a lot of great ideas, and we kind of brought that all together from a technical stream standpoint and from an agricultural team standpoint, and did a really great complete project on the farm here.